Another episode coming to you live Monday night. What was it, the 30th?
Yes, it's the 30th. Yeah.
Do it with 3-0.
They might check it out later though, so
Oh, yeah.
that's for you guys live, but you know, for everybody else, they might
live
check it out.
people, Phoebe. Yo, lo que están ahí from the get-go. So, for those of you that follow the podcast, you guys kept up with the stories, you know. I want to introduce some people today. Some of them that have been with us before. Those of you that are always in touch with the episodes, you know this guy. You heard him. You heard him before. He's been in some of my episodes before. If you guys remember the Vegas trip and the Vegas aftermath episode, that's my homeboy Zach. Yo,
Pleasure to be back.
first time on the video feed and doing it again, man, with the Cypher boys, man, live. Yo, thanks for coming in again, Zacho. And
Always a pleasure.
and we also have two new guests that you also heard from Homegirl. She's the one that had the idea that, hey, you should bring some females in here and so we could give our feedback to all the shit that y'all motherfuckers talking about.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I quote. So, yo, guys, thanks for coming for this nonsense night and being our special guest of this evening. Can we start with each other? Can y'all introduce yourself? You know, like what y'all do, what's your social? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that.
Well, my name is Jessica, and I guess I know Cypher from family, friends, and so forth. You know, always talking shit and everything. So I'm glad to be here. Talk about how the man do it.
Yo, that sounded kind of personal. That sounded like we're gonna hear how y'all do it.
You know how y'all do it.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Jessica.
Of course.
Yo, thanks for this. This episode pretty much is happening with your feedback, like with your idea. Yo, she thought about this. We went on with it. We liked it. We're here.
Just rolling.
We're live. And
So I'm Yambi. I'm cool with Jessica. I work at a childcare. So
cool.
I have her kids at my school. So she told me about it. I was like, cool, I can do that, And she kind of gave me some feedback. So that's why I'm here.
That's
I'm glad
awesome.
you guys, been
Thanks for coming.
very cool, since I came through the door. So I appreciate that.
Thanks for coming.
For real.
So,
Alright, well y'all know him for it, Zach. Most famous episode is probably the one in Vegas. Been back in time too. It's been a while. Always good to be back.
And guys, we were mentioning earlier, what we were saying is that some people has been going in on and commenting on like some of the episodes and stuff that we've done before, and we've heard some feedback from people, and they want to hear like what's up. They want to know what we think on certain things, they want to know like what you guys think about relationships.
Oh, us the ladies.
Yes, relationships, like.
Oh, yes, we'll have to go down.
Yeah, like, so I'm like, okay, that's what y'all want to listen, really, man? Really? All right, well, relationships. Yeah, some people want to.
yo, who asked that?
Somebody going through some shit.
He probably out there like, don't put me on blast.
No names.
No names.
Start crying and shit.
No names. No, but we got you.
So let's hook them up, bro.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to my boy Midnight Crier.
He cut it, bro.
Yeah.
So shout out to my man. He's doing his thing. So keep up with him. So yeah, based on relationships, like okay, what do you guys think is like the most important thing like for your significant other to like hold down or like, yo, you know that, that's what it is.
Whew. I guess like a got me type guy. Like for me, it's more like he got me. I'm good. I trust him. He can handle his thing. He don't need me to handle it. Is more of a working man, communication, no bullshit. Straight up honest. That's it.
Safety.
Yeah, safety is the key. Like I have to feel safe with you. I don't want to fight.
Same shit I say, bro. I told you.
I don't want to be the one fighting if a guy's coming at me. You're supposed to be able to get it down.
That's right.
That kind of safety.
One of the things I've said is like I told a friend of mine, and I told him, I'm like, yo, you say you like that dude, but if let's say a brawl happened or something like that, if that dude went like, oh, let's get out of here, you ain't gonna find that sexy.
No, not at all.
That's gonna freak you out, right? You're gonna be like, oh no.
I'm gonna have a conversation. Like, what the fuck? I was getting jumped. What happened?
Get off her! Get off her!
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna get in the car.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But you know what? Sometimes people get that confused. Like guys do get that confused with us wanting safety, because then you have, guys that, well, I'm strong and I'm a thug, I'm a gangster. I got you like that. That's
I hold it down, girl.
But it's different.
You know I
I'm
do.
talking about
That ain't safety. That ain't safety.
But that's where guys get confused though. Like, no, we didn't say
He's
that.
like, yo, I fight everybody, dog. Everybody getting shot. I got you, baby. Don't worry.
We didn't mean that kind of safety. We didn't say go to jail, motherfucker. We didn't say be stuck in prison all your life. Okay, no, we didn't say that. No. They get it confused.
But there's more to that too. You got to think
Yeah.
about safety in the aspect of I need gas. I shouldn't have to be the one pumping the gas. We ride in the car. You should be able to pump that gas.
Like you should
Things
get
like
out
that.
and pump
You
that
should-
gas.
I have to say that I've seen
That shit
that
bugs me.
like
Yeah.
Courtesy.
we're mostly with young
I'm a
people.
gent, bro.
Yeah.
You know I'm a gent.
No, that's like a really like that's a bitch way.
Yeah.
Excuse the term, because I had a conversation with a friend of mine that she was pretty like on the feminist side, and she's watched a few episodes, a couple episodes. She's like, yeah, she told me like what she thought about it, and yeah, man, different feedback for real. But it's interesting what other people what other people have to say, and what they think,
I mean, like,
Yeah.
Another thing too, I don't think people should be so affected by words, because that's when, and I'm not, because I like when people start censoring people, you shouldn't be scared about like what the censorship now is.
Right.
It's what the censorship later is gonna be.
Right.
That's what you should. So I'm like, that's why I've seen people that they're like, let's say a dude's gay, like calling you a fag or something like that, right? Because you're gay. That's not cool.
Right.
Even though it was freedom of speech, I was like, call him a fucking dickhead. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You call me a fucking fag, fuck you asshole. Like, you gotta go, you gotta get him back with it. Fuck it.
Oh, that's the best you got?
That's right. That's right.
Hit him with some.
He's like, yeah, man. That's right. I'll leave this motherfucker, let him punch himself out, put the jab out there.
Oh man, yeah,
It's true though,
it's
man.
very different.
Like, I just think, like, people, and especially nowadays, words have too much power. People automatically want people to just apologize out of anything.
Yeah.
Like, there's no context, right? So, like, sarcasm nowadays, it hardly exists, right? So there's, like, that's some of my favorite humor, too, right? So they hardly exist nowadays. So it's
People
like,
get too offended with sarcasm. Like, I was
Yeah,
just playing
yeah.
with you. Calm down.
it's like, oh, you don't get it.
Like, my
That's the
bad.
point. That's
Yeah.
some people get it, some people don't. You don't get it. So like, you should think, well, you don't get it. Like, it's
Yo, bro, it's
Nah, it's
You're
just
not
a joke.
living, but you're not living life though. You're not good with something if you can't laugh at certain shit. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, people take shit
it's
too
too serious.
True.
Like, girl,
That's true.
boy.
Too seriously, like, come on now. I mean,
Like I remember one time I had this job, and you know it was like freshly of me coming out out of vacation, so it was like new. You know what I'm saying? I'm involved in
on vacation.
I'm involved in the real world.
I was on fucking vacation.
I said, which one? Because you always on
He's like,
vacation.
damn, bro. Where did you go this time?
You work?
It was after that when I had to come, and there was a job for me. So, man, I'm in this job and I had this manager that he just took shit to he was like that. He was an extremist.
That's
And and I'm not somebody that's like, I'm not an a-hole or anything like that. But sometimes
I
a
can't
little
be,
bit.
you know.
You know, I can say some sarcastic shit sometimes from here to there. So I remember I said to this dude one thing this one day we was out there. I said his wife used to sell food, so I bought this plate from him and he brought it, and I said something about being cold. You know what I'm saying? That he came late with it. He's like, you know how much my wife took to do that? And I'm like,
God.
yeah, a long time.
You late. I know she took a I'm not even hungry anymore.
I ordered pizza. She late as fuck.
This shit is free now.
Oh, God. Yo, this dude went off, man. He lost it. He fucking lost it. He started screaming, bro. He started screaming, bro.
He's not gonna hit you.
No, I'm like, oh shit, this shit's going down. Like, for real. This is what I'm thinking in my head. I'm looking at this dude. He's like, and you think that this is? I'm like, oh shit, this is happening. And then he just like, alright. I'm like, bro,
I just wanted my plate of food. I just wanted it to be warm.
I lose my job.
What the fuck is going on?
I was like, oh shit, I'm over here like, damn, I'm getting fired for some smart ass remark.
Right?
I should come with some strong shit before they let me go, man. For that. Like, I'm
fuck
thinking
you.
that.
Oh God.
Yo, no, but I was like, oh my God, that happened. And yeah, there's some people out there that take that shit very, very personal. Like, bomb. You know, I personally, I don't take it that personal. So, you know, if you hear me say some shit that it might be biased to you, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro. I'm not, because they gotta get it. They have to get it. It's a joke. Just get it.
Ain't gonna
Just
get it.
get it. Like, you just gotta get it. And that's it. You know.
There's always one like that in every
Sit back and get it.
But you know what you say? You say, I'm sorry, I made you feel that way. I'm not sorry for what I said.
It's like,
I'm
hey,
sorry
look, I don't want any
you
problems. I want any problems, but my cousin here, he do.
He's gonna hold it down.
It's just like, oh fuck you. I'm sorry. Nah, I'm saying like it's like it's not that serious, you know.
Some shit ain't. It's
Some shit
it's not worth it.
Now it's like
It's not worth it to be stressed about.
nowadays is the only time like I've seen compared to when I was younger. I've been watching like comedy, like stand up my whole life. Some of my favorite shit to watch. You ask Cris, I watch it all the time.
Yeah.
This is the only time where I see that comics gotta pull back. Like they're not, you know what I'm saying? Like usually the next person gotta be like rowdier. Like, oh, look, in 1990 they was wilding like this, and 2000 they was bugging out like this, 2010 like this. Now everybody's like it went from like,
They gotta watch what they
They
say.
gotta watch
They
what they
gotta pay
say.
attention.
it went from
What they
like
say.
people bugging like
Yeah.
Dave Attell, Patrice O'Neal,
Yeah.
wild dudes like that, to now everybody's like, you ever heard about like the leaves falling? Like horrible jokes. Like, what are they gonna do now?
Yeah.
Like, they're like stopping
the
this
same
creativity.
No.
You gotta
They're
worry
not
about
funny, though.
religious. You gotta worry about sex. You gotta worry about all this stuff.
It's not
the
open
same.
no more.
That's
No, that's
No.
why I don't even do comedy no more.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
people
watch- I
get
don't
in
watch
their
that shit.
feelings too quick. Everything is now
And
you being bullied or you being,
you see,
yeah.
and you see how easy that topic just brought us to a lot of emotions because we just drifted from the first question.
hey, swerve.
So relationships, it comes with some emotions. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? And
Bam 704 sent a requested dream video.
we good. Yeah. And so we want to hear some more. Like, what do you think? Going back to like the topic on that end, we already see what she. What
It's kind of the same with Jessica.
Yeah,
that
you're
protection, but
Yeah.
the, getting out the car, filling my gas tank, things like that.
That's gentleman stuff.
That's yeah. Or, you probably went out, I'm coming from work late, you got something to eat. Call me and make sure I'm good, things like that. Just making sure I'm good. I'm at work. It don't have to be you have to call me every day, but
Yeah.
just text me, hey, how you doing? Just having that time to think about me outside of what you're doing. I think that's the biggest key
Yeah.
for me.
So yeah,
I agree too.
communication.
But it's spontaneous stuff that you do.
Mhm.
Like us women, we don't have to wait to ask our guy
Yeah.
what they need. We already know
Alright, so-
because we listen.
So when you
You
say
know, we listen.
spontaneous,
Don't go there.
like how spontaneous?
Oh, God.
Because like I've been.
I said, don't go there. We're not going there.
I've
It
been-
could be simple
Yeah.
though.
The littlest thing
The
though,
lowest things.
like
Yeah.
you thinking like you went grocery shopping because you already knew we didn't have the stuff
Yeah.
we needed instead of waiting for me to go do it.
The thing is this, it's just he took time of the day to think about us.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's what it's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
About what does my wife do or my girl do, on a daily basis, and I'm gonna do it for her so she don't have to worry about it.
Okay, that's like when I come home and there's like I find a cold beer in the freezer, like just before freezing point.
Yeah.
It was just like
Yeah, just like that.
It's for,
Like he's
it's-
writing a novel and shit.
That's it. And
And
then
roses are red.
and I looked at the can and it was frosty.
Just before freezing.
It was quite frosty. It popped, made a sizzling sound, and was quite delicious.
Some French shit.
You know, bro. Gotta bring Shakespeare in here.
Yeah, shout out to Shakespeare.
For real. He kept it real.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
He said, listen to me. That's what he was saying right there. Listen to me. That's what he was saying.
Well, so that's interesting. Both of y'all point of views put together, it makes a lot of sense coming in from like a relationship point of view, like something that is like a partnership. It's kind of like a partnership. I see
But
it
it's
like
not even.
it
It's not
is.
even in a relationship. You can be dating, and those are little things that a woman is gonna
And they
notice.
saying
Like,
detallista. Like,
because I'm the driver type. I'm gonna tell you, I'll drive wherever you can run the passenger seat. Because I'm not getting in your car because I need to drive. I'm a control type thing. That's just a control thing for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna drive. But when I pull up
you
in
like
the
to
gas,
drink,
in the
go
gas,
right ahead. I'm like, go right ahead, girl.
But when I pull up to the gas and I need to pump some gas, you already better be out before I open that door, okay? 'Cause
I'll be like, girl, I only trust you at the wheel. You gotta be in control.
that's where I draw the line. Just the wheel. Oh shit! I just opened up some doors.
Yeah, it's over.
Just in my car, I like to be in control, okay?
I feel it.
I'm just saying.
I'm fucking around.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So what do you guys think about that?
Like-
Like what
I'm
brings
the
you
same
guys?
way. I'll never drive without my car. So we'd be driving separate if we were together.
Yeah, we will meet up.
Everywhere. We'll meet you there.
That's one of the best rules ever. Drive your own car, bro.
That's true.
Always
You
like
never know what the fuck's
Fuck is
gonna
and
happen.
I'm ready to bounce. When I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. That's
Never
that's
know.
why
Y'all might have to leave a car.
Yeah.
Shit might go down. Like y'all might have to leave a car.
Jump in.
Like motherfuckers is shooting. My car is a block away. Let's get the fuck out of here. Run. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know.
That's not holding it down.
Jump in.
Everybody driving down. I'll be like, hold it down, Jimmy. Put on your car. Yeah.
No, but seriously, I want to get serious. So when we just said what we said about, you know, what we like in a guy or a man, what do you guys? Are you guys like, what the fuck? Like that's what you guys like, you know, or are you surprised?
Like on some things,
That's how we know they
yes.
gentlemen or not, okay?
On some things, like yes, and sometimes no. Like I get it. I get many points. You know, I grew up with 7 women. So like, when it was a lot of emotion in that crib, a lot. And I understand. I can see their point of view on a lot of things. You know, there's some things I just rather keep my distance and just like be like, I don't know if it's like some manly shit or not. I just like, you know, sometimes I come to a point that I'm like, okay, I'm a salesman. I talk a lot of shit, you know. Sometimes.
Bullshit.
Really?
Dude.
You do?
And then sometimes I just don't feel like talking anymore. Like if I had an expiration on them shit. it was like,
expired.
it was like, oh shit.
It's early in the morning, it's expired.
It's like if I gotta purchase minutes. And
What is he talking about? I'm trying to get to the
Alright,
point.
you're killing me.
Relationship.
You're killing me.
I'm lost.
Oh my god.
Talking about minutes.
Okay, so yeah,
So basically, you saying that, you know, at some point you just want to be quiet and kind of take it in, and then, you know, because sometimes, yeah, we can sometimes nag and talk about the same stuff over and over. But if you guys did it the first time, we wouldn't have to nag.
the thing is, this is the thing with a dude. This is a dude's mind. I'm about to put it like our
We
way
know we
right
got
now.
kids.
don't be telling them my secret, Faye.
Yeah, shit,
We
bro.
already told our secrets.
So like, the thing is that we're stuck in our heads so much a lot of times, right? Because like I don't know about other people, but I'm talking personally, right? Like I'm always thinking about like, okay, I'm gonna make this better. I want to make this better. Like I want to change this and make this better. So sometimes I'm so stuck in my head, and you're right. And at the end of the day, we should be making time, right? But there's something like I think we can understand each other, but I think we could never understand each other completely.
Right.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, you're a woman and I'm a man. There's things that I'm never going to be able to understand from your point of view. Until VR comes.
Yeah.
You know, the dude's like, I want to be a chair. And then he a chair.
Oh.
You want to be a dog, you're a dog. I want to be a girl, you're a girl. Then maybe everybody's going to
You
understand.
know, that's
right?
a thing for real.
But till then.
VR?
That's a real thing. Coming
Coming soon. Bro.
you
That's
know?
coming.
That's weird as fuck. When I heard it, I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, okay, that's probably a game he talking about.
Like on the PlayStation.
That's a
video?
PlayStation
Oh
game.
yeah, it could be like that, but I think the future's gonna be. I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
I think the future's.
Like virtual.
Virtual.
I think the
reality.
future is gonna have that woven into it like a lot, right? So I think that instead of like, you know, when you call somebody through Facebook, I don't think you're gonna just call them through Facebook. I think you're gonna just like sink in, right? And y'all
Think about it.
And y'all gonna go into this room, whatever the room you make. If he's calling you, you already got your preset room. If you're calling him, he got his preset room. And y'all in virtual space,
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
in virtual space, y'all gonna talk to each other. I think that's. I don't know how long, right? But I know it's gonna
I
be
don't think
like
I'll be
that.
alive for that.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say I don't know, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to that, all I'm saying is this: like, at that time, anybody that wants to be a girl, they can instantly become one.
That's crazy.
You want to be a dog, you can just be one.
Without the surgery?
Without nothing.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? In virtual space. So at that time, maybe we will understand
Big
each other.
booties, big titties.
They gonna get so many.
Yeah.
Yo.
Dude's gonna be like, he's like, oh, I'm tired of touching tits. Like, I've been touching my titties all day. Like, dude's gonna be turning into chicks. Chicks gonna be turning into guys. It's gonna be like that. Like, you're gonna do whatever.
There's a lot of people that's gonna get got.
That's coming.
Crazy.
I thought you were a girl, Jennifer.
Nah, I mean, I ain't no girl. I mean, I could be though.
I told you I was. That's how it's gonna be.
Like, what you want me to be?
It's virtual space,
I
bro.
got you.
It's like, yo, I'll be whatever you want.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like,
That's creepy.
That's creepy.
I'm just saying,
That's
I've
real.
been watching a lot of Black Mirror.
Y'all going off topic
creepy.
now.
No, but I think that
But I understand what you're
I think
saying.
that connects to that. At the end of the day, I'm saying that eventually, if that happens, we will understand each other. I say closer to completely.
But I think we do understand each other. It's just an action that's not being done. I think I can understand you, but I'm not gonna do what I understand that you're saying. Does that make sense?
I got you.
So cause somebody tell me, oh, I like this about you and I like if you continue doing this. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but I ain't gonna do it. That's just not me.
You gotta, because that's part of the game. They gotta make you want to do it.
Yeah.
See? Like, they gotta make you want to do it.
But that's why you shouldn't have to ask to do it. That's another. When you have to ask, when you have to ask a guy or a female for certain things, time, love, sex, food. When you have to ask constantly for that, y'all need to break up, okay? Y'all
Hey,
need
baby,
to
you
let
gonna
each
give me
other
something
go.
tonight, baby? You gonna give me something? Hey, I took the trash out.
Like that, when you gotta do that, you gotta let that happen naturally, you know?
That is
Yeah,
hilarious.
you have to keep repeating yourself.
Over.
Eventually, you're gonna start hating each other. Basically, not wanting to be around each other.
So now you
Yeah.
scheduling shit. You scheduling sex.
That's
We'll do
right.
it tonight, baby. Look,
Hey.
after my meeting,
Yo.
we got
Yo,
Or right
you got
before my
your
meeting.
You got your
We
lucky
gotta
panties, girl. You got your lucky panties, girl.
that shit I bought you because that shit was expensive, okay?
Oh.
Put them heels on.
No.
That's crazy.
It happens. That's how it is.
Oh man. Okay, so I get what you mean
About being spontaneous. It's true.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. And this is what I be telling dudes all the time. What you did in the beginning, you should keep doing that. Because dudes, when they first,
Elaborate on that one,
when dudes first come into a relationship, they're doing a lot.
Oh yeah, they do.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
They just they get some pussy, they just sedentary. Like,
I got
got that fixed. I'm in. Yo, plug me up, baby. Plug me up.
That's true.
It's
But
true.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I was
what you did
that
together-
happy phase. You know that happy. You in that happy phase.
yeah, what you did together, if you're not doing that anymore, that's where you're fucking up.
Yeah.
Because that's what she likes. That's what got her.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
That's what you exactly. You have to think about what got her at the beginning.
Solid. Yeah.
Oh damn.
What got her at the beginning?
I be telling this nigga this shit all the time.
Yo, this ain't gonna work, girl, because you know I did the math, and I don't think that shit's gonna work that long.
I'm about too many steak dinners, dog.
It ain't gonna go that long. It's gonna fall off. It's gonna fall out. At one point, it's gonna fall out.
So either take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
That's honesty,
It is what it is. Shit.
This dude Chris is hilarious, bro. He kills me.
Take it or leave it.
I think, bro, as females, I think guys think we're not gonna respect if they be honest about it.
Yeah.
You know, or they think they're not gonna be able to hit it after, so they feed you with all the bullshit.
I've been set up like that before.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you know,
I've been
with
set up like that
with real
before.
women,
No,
it's not all that
seriously.
bullshit ain't gonna work.
No.
The flowers at the beginning that shit don't work for a real woman because
Yeah.
we've been there, done that, have that. We ain't gonna work. You gonna take me out to dinner, bitch? I'll take myself out to dinner, and it doesn't have to be money related or anything.
No.
Just something that I can do for myself, but I'm not gonna think of doing it. You know.
The way I look at it is, if you gotta disrespect yourself because you scared of not getting pussy, you fucking up.
Yeah. You change yourself. If you change
You
who
change.
you are,
You're not the
it's
dude you
against
was.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be you.
That's
no,
true.
it's
Yeah.
true. It
You're
has
not the dude you
to
was.
be
Yeah.
comfortable.
And I have to be honest, man. That remind me of my younger days.
Oh, okay, here we go.
And it's,
19.
you know, it was some moments. It was some moments, but I could relate to that, and like how we think about that, you know, at the get go, you know. And I admit it, you know, at one point I did like change who I was, trying to get some shorty when I was younger, and I remember that shit because it was like, okay, all right, see, English is my second language. You know, my first language is Spanish. My Spanish is like they taught me Castellano, which is pretty proper Spanish. You know, to like
Tío. And all that shit.
No jodas.
and so like the translation to the English doesn't really like make sometimes. Cause see, like when I came here to
It's
like,
the opposite.
you know,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
when I came here, like, okay, I didn't know no English. I'm in the
You didn't know no Mexican.
I didn't know that. No, I'm in the hood, son. I'm in the hood.
You didn't know the hood, Spanish.
Yo, nah. It was no. I was the Spanish dude out there, and the dude that lived with me. That's it. And then it was like one white dude and like 7 black dudes. And yo, I remember I didn't even know no English, yo. I pull up, and you know we out here waiting for the bus and shit. You know they like in a circle, you know, like talking and like yeah, you know they could have been saying something. I just come out of nowhere. So I just see the reactions like I just keep talking, you know.
Like, yeah.
He was trying to learn.
Yo, but I learned English mad fast.
You had to.
And but you know, it's like, okay,
I see.
I remember when I was talking with someone like,
So you learn like proper Spanish and then like the hoodest English ever.
I get why you speak English.
The
the way you
fucking
speak
yin yang, bro. This dude. He's just I walk down.
I remember when my cousin was like, yo, yeah, talk to me in English. I'm like, yeah, nigga. Okay.
Fuck you.
That's awesome, dude.
So, you know, that's going on. Yeah. So it just reminded me a lot of that. But
I don't know how that reminded
What
me.
reminded you of that?
yeah,
Well, what happened to the relationship? You went out with a girl, and what happened?
Okay, you jumped. Because you went out with a girl.
Yeah, you jumped.
Yeah.
You don't even remember what I was gonna say.
You lost me.
It's alright, moving on.
It was funny though. It was. It was.
That was
good.
that was gold. That was gold.
I'm gonna do that one time.
He's gonna be like, excuse me, motherfucker. It's like,
Oh my god.
he's like proper and just like this shit. Got a fedora and a durag, bro. That's hilarious.
Wearing a do-rag.
This is good. Oh, my God.
Oh God, I'm about to die here.
Yeah, but y'all just reminded me of what I was gonna say about that. Oh,
Perfect. There we go.
So like you know, I'm with Shorty. You know, like she talks Spanish. You know, but she didn't know like how I talk in English. Like she just know, he talk English, and then like, I just like, we're gonna throw a party or whatever, slide.
Slide through.
Slide through, and what, I'm saying, yo, homegirl came, and she
Probably talked to her dad and was like,
Shit.
I met a kid, he sounds like a knight. He talks in Spanish.
She's Spanish.
He sounds like a knight, Dad. He's the one.
So respectful. Pero mira, papi, mira. Él es.
I'm sorry, bro.
Go,
I'm sorry.
So she get here, and at the party, it's like everybody that talk English. Right? Everybody talk English is at the party. So I'm speaking like this. So she get there, she's like, first she look around, she's like, and like come through, and she's kind of shy, man, or whatever. It's been like awkward, a little bit. Like she's not vibing with the mood. I could tell. I could tell she's not
A
vibing.
little too hood.
She's like, oh, is that a gun?
Bitch breathing.
She's getting palpitations.
What is that white stuff? What is that white stuff? Why are they sniffing that white stuff? That's not cool.
It might have been. It might have been
smelling their keys.
It might have been a little off, for her, and then.
They're gonna talk about a first date.
Yeah.
That was a crazy first
Yeah.
date. Shit.
I'm like, you know what my dad just called me?
Yeah, whoa, no cane.
No cane, I'm playing.
Okay.
I'm
Y'all
playing.
didn't know about that yet.
I'm playing.
Okay, and it was weird because after that, we were just here talking, and then I'm like, yo, pass me the L. She looked at me like,
Where's the proper?
you do that?
Ew.
I didn't know this side of you. I didn't know this side of you. I didn't know you was like that. And then she just started backing up. Like if it was the Exorcist. She just like, and then like a 360. And then she just walked out the door, my nigga.
That's
And then I saw her in the school. I keep seeing her in school and shit like that. But I didn't make it awkward. It wasn't awkward for me. I was always like
You're just
myself.
natural. Yeah.
I was like myself. Some loud, obnoxious nigga.
Like, shut the
Hey, girl! It's just like you hear me in the hallway.
But
It's just
see,
like,
but her first initial impression was from the
That's what I'm
phone,
saying.
from the conversation. So now you put her in a situation
He
where
put her in a trance.
yeah.
He made that chick dizzy. She just looking around the room. Does he have a twin? Where is he? Like,
This is the real me, bitch. This is the real me.
yeah, that's why I've been telling dudes, don't lie, bro, because you could get a chick by lying, but. No, I know you did it, Cris. I know you did it. You just learned hood Spanish, proper Spanish, hood English. Just a bad situation. I'm just trying to
She's
tell
like,
dudes
when we
not
go
to
to my
lie.
dad's, can you just speak Spanish? Just speak Spanish. Do not speak English.
Because let's say you lie, you get the chick. Eventually you will reveal yourself.
Yeah.
Like Cris said. Eventually you're going to show who you are, dog.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
it was a lot of,
It wasn't your fault though, dog. Because like,
He feel bad. Like.
it's not your fault.
He's like, shit.
He's like, bro, stop apologizing.
He's like, wherever she at, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure y'all want to talk about another topic.
Can we move on? We moving on? Okay, we moving on. That's crazy.
Yeah, So it comes with the topic that we're talking about, man. With relationships, it comes a lot of emotions we talked about. And tonight it was like something like we mentioned earlier that came out of the blue. And before we forget, we want to give shout outs to our sponsors, and we're going to keep moving on with this too. And just letting you guys know on the live, we'll take questions at the end. And you guys shoot us some questions, see, and whatever. And we try our best to answer that, man. And tonight episode, sponsored by Our Holy Style. Check them out. They got a webpage that they do all trading for international artists that do artisans and handcrafts and all that shit, man. Like all that. You can find cool shirts like
ones
this.
Cris wears.
And this is like, it's an imprint from them, but for real though. Hit your boy up and we'll make this happen. So go on our webpage, www.ourholystyle.com, and see what they got. If you like something, put codename L Cypher, and you're gonna get 15 to 25% off on certain things. So L Cypher, ourholystyle.com, check them out.
Hey, I'm gonna give a shout out to Oscar, homie Oscar. He was the one that did that poster when he was in Vegas, remember?
It's a good poster.
Yo.
It's a good poster. Respect.
Shout out to Oscar.
Shout out to that dude.
Reason why I'm giving him a shout out, I was just looking at his Instagram today, and he's been doing float lab, like he's been floating.
Oh shit!
He's doing a 90-minute sesh today, so he's been doing the float lab. They just brought
We
that
were
out.
talking about that. Yeah, we were talking about that.
You don't know what it is?
Yes.
Float lab, yeah. Well, so what it is basically like they fill out this, like, it looks like a capsule. They fill it up with water, filtered water, and like 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt. And they regulate it so it's the same temperature as your body. And they let you, since it's got all that salt, it's kind of like the Black Sea. You float in there. And so it's kind of like you're in like embryonic liquid or something like that. Because you literally stop feeling your body because of the warmth, and you just start feeling like your head. And he says it's really good with anxiety and helps focus, good for like all kinds of stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we all need that shit.
Very good for your body.
It sounds like
And inflammation, he said too. It helped his inflammation. So, thanks for the shot. Thanks for the tip, Oscar. You already know we gonna take a dip. We going in.
For real. Yo, but hold on.
We dipping.
For real. It helps with like inflammation. Like not everything is inflated. It's going like deflate.
Sure, Cris. No.
I need
Be
to check
alright.
that out. I need to check that out.
You'll be alright. Yeah, we got medicine for that.
We do.
Anything.
Alright. Nah, real shit. Real talk. And man, going back to that. So we already got that out the way. We wanted to talk a little bit about the point of views of relationships and what you guys think about that. And we already know, we found out another thing that a lot of people wanted to know too was, okay, pickup lines. Do them shit still work?
No, that shit don't work no more.
I don't do pickup.
Nah.
Pickup lines.
I just talk shit.
You know, when you say that to
Oh,
me,
that-
it's like I've never had a pick. I guess
Nah, that shit
I don't know.
So I'm just like,
I just like conversation, you know.
Yeah,
Just be able to feel comfortable and have a conversation with you.
and I'm actually
without-
interested in talking.
It's kind of hard to approach if you've never met the person before, though.
Yeah.
You got to come up with something to say first. Whether it's a real, like a pickup line or just how do you initiate conversation. I've never met you before. I saw you across the bar or the restaurant.
But
I wanna talk to you.
Well, it's not like the corny pickup lines like back in the day, like
Oh, how
you've
much
been
the phone-
running in my mind and like just
They say,
stupid
yo,
stuff.
How much the
Did
pull
you-
your way?
Yeah,
You
like
have to
just,
break the ice.
you know.
Did it hurt?
No, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna
I'll
work.
be like, did you fall from heaven, girl?
Yeah,
Because you look like shit.
I'm not not even gonna lie. I have used some pickup lines. You
I
know,
bet you
I'm
have.
stuck in the past in some things.
Okay, so what
This
have
one
you
works
used?
best.
Huh? Well, I mean, I don't think sometimes when I say like random shit like that, it's just like out of nowhere. Like, you know, like, hey girl, where you from? New York? Shit, that boy from Wakanda. You know, like, something like that.
You sound like I look at you like, what the fuck?
That's hilarious.
Keep walking, girl, keep walking. No, that ain't gonna work. That don't work. No.
I just be talking shit, you know, kicking it.
Yeah, get her attention, I guarantee it.
Like,
That's
how do you, well, it's definitely gonna get
And I'm pretty
but
funny.
not a good
so let's say
attention.
funny
That's not
shit.
a good attention.
No.
But how do you, like, look at a woman and say, okay, this is a pickup line I'm gonna use for her because it's gonna work?
Oh,
I don't
damn,
know.
Rachel's getting psychology.
Like, yeah, like, how do
Yeah.
you think, okay, this is gonna work for her?
Okay. All
Because
right.
with us women,
Yeah.
with guys, like for me, if I look at a guy, I know how to read a guy very well, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, this is gonna work with him.
Yeah.
But my other side, like you had your other side, that ain't gonna work with him. I have to be a lady over here, and I have to leave that one over there.
Like the old trick in the butthole. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
how
that
to
ain't-
do that. I know you okay.
I know how to get there.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Like you know, we're friends, so you know, me and you have a different relationship. Like I
Yeah.
can't be like that with a guy that I like or something.
Exactly.
Just some guy's gonna be like, you trying to be the homie, or you trying to, what you trying to do?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we're way different. Way different. But yeah, dog, that shit could be like pretty awkward or whatever. But like how I choose that, I mean, I don't really think much. Like when I have like stuff like that, it's just like,
It just happened.
you know, like have you ever like jumped into like from a bridge or some shit, or like from a thing like to the river or whatever,
Like,
to the
fuck
lake?
it.
Hey, it's just like one of those.
Yeah, like,
It's
fuck it.
You know
Just
what?
jump in and see
Yo,
what happens.
You know what? Fuck it. That's who was there, nigga. That's.
Yeah, yeah.
John Elway, is
Hopefully,
this play gonna work?
hopefully I don't hit the rocks.
It's just like that.
This dude Cris goes for yard, bro.
It's like it's like that game, that slot machine game. It's just like that. Like really, like, and it depends like the mood or how I'm feeling. You know what I mean?
Me, I can see if they're interested, right? So if I'm talking, and if I'm feeling that type of way too. Sometimes I just like feel like talking shit, you know. So, but it depends too. Like I just talk. And it depends on the setting. I don't really like talking to girls like in
Private
like,
settings.
Not like that, but not like in clubs and shit like that. You can't even hear.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
not a place to.
You know what I'm saying? Like you at a bar or a little party, we had a little soiree or something like that.
Oh,
Whatever, you know. Like there, it's a lot easier, right?
I could picture that already. I've tried that so many times in the clubs, bro.
It's hard, bro. You gotta be like, yo. Also, where you from? You gotta yell, dude. What? Alright.
It's just like it's
Yeah,
just
it's not
awkward
cool,
as
bro.
fuck, yo. It's very awkward. It could be. Yeah, you can't have a conversation in the club. Man.
I'm not really into that shit.
No, for real. So no to the pickup lines.
No.
Them shits is dead.
done.
Yeah.
No
Done.
more pickup lines. Yo, rest in
Yeah.
peace, my nigga. Pickup lines. I roll with you.
Back in the days.
Back in the days, yo, we had some good times. Man.
You gotta go.
Rest in peace, bro.
It's like,
No pickup lines.
it's like just have a conversation, bro. People just gonna. If y'all got chemistry, it'll sort itself out.
I was telling her on the way over here, like, if I talk to you on the phone and I'm like comfortable to talk to you on the phone and we can carry a 2-hour conversation, we good to go.
What the
Like,
hell are you talking about for 2 hours with any?
that's what I'm saying. If you could do that with somebody, it's like what we're doing right now. If you can do this for an hour, 2 hours, and you know,
That
with
time
one
goes by though.
See,
it goes
to
by
me-
quick because
to
you're
me-
talking about interesting shit.
To me, it's
You know
easy
what I'm
to
saying?
You
do.
are talking about that. Have you been in an hour of not interesting shit? Yo.
I ain't gonna be on no an hour on the non-interesting shit.
It's
I'm
like
gonna cut it off.
It's like nigga,
I gotta go.
It's like they're holding you hostage. Like, don't drop the phone. Bro. Don't drop that.
Don't drop the soap.
Don't drop. I'm like,
Yo, she switched to a 45,
I'm like,
dog. Nah, man, keep it on your ear, man.
oh, dogs.
Yeah.
It might have felt like that.
Yeah, I remember one time he told me that. This is when Cris was younger. We was kids when he told me about that shit. I just remember that shit. Cris was talking to the chick on the phone. He was like, Faye. I fell asleep talking to this girl. I woke up. She was still talking to herself on the phone.
So she was talking.
Dead ass.
No.
For like, he fell asleep. Like he said, the sunrise. She was still talking. In the morning.
World?
I was like, he was probably gonna say like, yeah.
I'm the type of dude, like when
And
I'm
you
sleeping,
do that.
When I'm sleeping, I say like
You does.
random shit. Like I'll say random stuff. Like I could be like talking on the phone with you and be like, yeah, so it was a great day, and then the New Jersey Turnpike. And take a left, man. Like, what?
What the hell?
I've seen him sometimes he be knocked out, he just be like, that was him and that. Yeah. That's true. It's true, bro. He do be talking.
So yeah, I can definitely relate. But I've been in conversations with some people, so shorties that we'll go for hours.
Yeah,
We go for hours. Like it's interesting. We vibing. We're like connecting. You know, and even from the phone. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, my bad. That's throwback.
You might remember when people started texting back in the day with them phones.
Oh, that shit was annoying.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, yeah.
T9. I thought that was the best invention. I still have a flip phone.
Bro, I remember when I got me a Trio, I was stunting. I was like, bro, I got a button for everything, though. I got a cue. Look at this cue right here.
Yo, I'm mad he mentioned that. Oh my God, I'm mad he mentioned that shit. He mentioned the Trio. You remember? Those are the phones that when they came out, there was touchscreens and they had like the big keyboard on the bottom, and it was touchscreen.
Like the BlackBerry?
Yeah, they were like bigger.
Oh,
They had like a pen. Like,
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So he had this, and he had a case that it was like a wallet. And we at the club one day. We're at the club, and some dude asked Faye. I was right beside this nigga, at the bar. Right? You just reminded me of that. You just reminded me of that when you mentioned that phone. And this dude is like, yo, let me see your phone. Faye handles his phone. He's like, why you got this little pussy shit in here, bro? Like, why you need this? And it's like flapping it around. It's just like that. And Faye is like, here, I'll show you. Smack the shit out of it. That's why. That's what it's for.
Like you. Yeah.
That was a real story.
That's some real shit.
That shit happened. You just remind me.
People was there like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was wild, though. That was hilarious.
Okay.
That's great.
That's great. That's good.
So, yeah, that happened for real. And that shit took us there. But anyways, so we talked about the relationships. We talked about the pickup lines. Is a no-go for the pickup lines, guys.
People are gonna start putting pickup lines on the comments now.
What about this line?
Check this out, dude.
No.
Check this out. Look, I know. Look, Cris. I know you said
Like
no
somebody's
pickup
erasing the
lines, bro.
pickup line right now.
Check
They're
this
like,
shit
no.
out, bro. Check this shit out.
Oh, no, we're not gonna do a contest for pickup lines.
No, we're not.
But we did.
Yo.
Alright, we had them too. And another thing that people wanted to hear was, okay, you're asshole. Okay, whoa, better.
Whoa.
That could be so broad.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was way too broad.
I love the point.
The one relationship you had with that asshole, dog. The one that you was like, how was that shit? Like, what were you thinking? What'd you go through? Like, did you have an asshole? Okay, again, let me rephrase this. It's just not.
Like it has to be like a serious relationship or more like.
Yeah, like, oh, you was just like a relationship. And
Or like dating a relationship, like.
It could be
Whatever dating is.
Like
that asshole, like the one that comes to my mind right now,
Yeah.
asshole type.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, so one
I
did
have
come
one
up to you.
that, yeah.
Okay. So how was that? Like, what were you thinking at the time? Like,
So I had to strategize with this guy because he was an asshole, like, you know. But he tried to play the cards too. He tried to be like thinking I'm stupid. Like I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck you're doing. Like, you know, being romantic and also texting stupid shit like I miss you and like out of nowhere, you know, they just start texting you I miss you after like 2 months. Type asshole, you know, that type of asshole. And then we did our thing or whatever, but I had a flip on him, you know, where I wouldn't contact him no more. I would leave him alone. But he was an asshole. Like, he's done with you. He was done with you until whenever he feels like missing you again. Type asshole.
yeah.
How'd you get rid of him?
I didn't get rid of him.
Oh, he just disappeared.
No, he's still here.
Oh, shit.
Oh, so it's a current
Maybe a
asshole.
couple months.
Huh? It's like I flip it like on him. Like, you know, I still talk to him to let him think like, you don't bother me with what you're doing. This is what I'm looking for too. So it is what it is.
So we're talking about your current asshole.
Current asshole.
Okay.
See, told y'all it worked out. It's a strategy. Be an asshole. She's still around.
Yeah. But it's not a good, it's not a good thing that I'm around though.
I'm saying he's still around too, though.
Yeah, he's still around, but it's not a good thing, you know. The only reason he's still around is because I'm trying to prove a point. And he's like, you know, he's the type that, you know, the girl normally looks at, I ain't talking to him no more. Like, I'm supposed to be gone already because he's that type of asshole.
Yeah.
But I'm not gone because I'm like, well, you know, I don't have,
Yeah,
he don't have no feelings. He don't have no feelings. I ain't got no feelings neither. So, you know, we just gotta keep on going on with this.
Yeah, no, dog.
See who lasts longer. That's fire with fire. That's
Yeah, no, that's like.
See, I don't have a
Is that a healthy
patience.
relationship? I can't do that.
Yeah.
I get the sickle. Get the fuck out of here.
But for me, it's more of a point proven for me, like a control thing. Like, oh, you think you're taking control? No, you're not taking control. I'm taking control because I already know what's gonna happen before.
Wait, so how that shit work? Because I'm having mixed thoughts in my head right now. I'm trying to put a scenario.
But it's not like he's not disrespectful. He's such a gentleman when we're together. Like he's such a gentleman. He's not like an asshole to a point where I'm like, you know, belittling myself because I will not do that. I won't have patience for that. But like, no, you gotta go fuck that. But he's a gentleman when we're together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we good when we're together. But then it's like, you know, 2 months later, it's like, hey, how you been?
Girl, bitch.
I'm good. How you been?
How you doing, girl?
I miss you, by the way.
My stuff still over there? Okay.
No, not that type of relationship.
Okay.
No, I don't trust him like that.
Oh, I.
No.
No, you know, no.
I
I've seen that type of relationship before too.
Can I say he's having fun and I'm having fun? I guess.
Yeah, well, respect to that.
If y'all fine with that.
But I had to turn around and make it like that
Okay.
because he will make you
You
feel
fine with
like
that,
you
that's
the
it.
one. You know what I'm saying? He will make you feel like that.
Oh. Girl, you know ain't nobody gonna lay that pipe like me, girl. Girl, you know, I put that thing on.
No, like
I seen that.
I seen that shit too. I seen that even in a parking lot though. That shit be hilarious.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
My daughter's father was like
talking
that though. He's the asshole I can think of. Yeah, you know, because and for me, I can't deal with that whole patience. I don't have the patience for that. He's the one who thinks he knows it all, and I can't deal with a know-it-all. You know, who knows everything and you know he liked to flaunt things. He got money, things like that, and I was not one to like guys like that.
I don't like guys like that either.
So he's still the asshole in my life because she's 18 now, but we still have a connection.
It's hard when it's like that long.
Yeah.
But why do guys do that? Why do they flaunt like what they have? Like I don't like me personally as
Okay.
a woman. I don't need to see you
I
on
don't
social
think
media
they-
with your money or you know or whatever your car and your house. Like to me, that makes me think that you think you can get any woman you want because of that. And I'm the type that I'm gonna turn around.
They're just insecure.
That's what I think.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think
ain't
that's-
got nothing to do with nothing else. It's just
Yeah.
like, it's just with that something they were little or some shit, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
And
That's
that's
what it's about.
what I think
Maybe
about
they were
some-
like really poor when they were little.
When my
Was your
daughter's
husband really poor when he was
No,
little?
my daughter's father. Ain't husband.
Oh, sorry, my
Um,
bad. My bad, girl. Let's throw some salt on the shoulder out here.
No, he was like that. Like where I wouldn't say poor, but he did have to be in a situation where he had to hold on to stuff. He had a lot of family.
He had to get his own shit.
Yeah, so when he started getting that stuff,
That's what it
he
is.
wanted to show it off and things like that. And I'm about like I don't like a show off, you know.
Hey, what's up? You see them 24, don't you?
Yeah,
I got them chromed out too.
Black on black.
yeah. I don't
Black
like a
on
show
black,
off.
baby. No, but
Stunning.
it's always like, yo, when I look at people now, it's weird. I think I'm getting old, too old and shit.
That's
Be looking at-
That too.
I'll be looking at people like they're like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I literally look at them like a baby. I like whenever I see somebody.
You're looking at like a baby right now.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
Especially when they're like when they're having when it's like just an event like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're looking at them like, oh, why are they doing that?
Mm-hmm.
And I look at them and get like a memory of like, okay, of them being a little kid, like what's the reason for this, right?
Damn, that's going
Like there's
deep.
there's no
That's
beyond
going
reason
deep.
to it. Like you two grown, you just like what?
There is
Like
no,
there's definitely
there's
always
a reason. There's always a reason. It's just like I think we like whenever we got feelings or something, there's something that's attached to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think there's a reason for it. Like whenever I see people act a certain way, somebody that's destructive, right?
Oh,
They
yeah.
just fighting fucking shit up.
Yeah.
They probably got their ass beat by dad was uppercutting them,
Uh-huh.
giving them a 2-piece with a little kid. Something. They're onto some shit happened, right?
Yeah.
Like I just look at it like that. Whenever I see somebody freaking yelling, doing wild shit, I look at them like as a little kid, and I'll be like, damn,
6
Something
plus 2
went-
is 10.
something went wrong.
5.
You dumbass.
Know what I'm saying? Like something went
Get
wrong.
that
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Something went wrong, like with that
That's
person.
wild.
That
That's wild.
or their parent didn't love them, you know.
You know the
Or they
reason,
didn't have the
you know the
parents, you know?
reason,
That too.
like, okay, the reason I never understood myself was like, and I'm not trying to like make fun of none of this shit. Damn, this new generation got me
Fucked
up,
up.
man. I can't even say what man, I'm so, can we,
PG. Keep it PG.
keep it rated R. Can we keep it rated R?
Alright, bro.
Alright. So, yo, bro. Okay, so what was I saying?
He was keeping it radar.
It was about I don't know,
impactful.
about the gen.
The generation.
The generation
Got you
got you
wrapped
fucked
up.
up.
Oh, yeah. They did.
I was gonna say he's so impactful. Zach, you're hilarious, dog. This guy is killing me, dog. Oh my god.
Okay, so it definitely went there. No, but I was on the thought. Anyways.
Yeah, well, what I was saying is about like, you know, how people like certain things lead people to act a certain way when they're older. You know,
Yeah.
something that happened to them when they were a kid, you know, it might affect them when they're older.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that continues the cycle, right? So you see somebody that,
Okay, so the reason
there you go.
that I never got was okay. A shorty that's been raped before, and now she's like, no judgment, but she throwing dick out there like
Crazy.
if it's like a marathon, like
Why?
I don't understand that reason.
Like she probably like trying to liberate herself sexually, bro. Cause like she's probably like, I met girls like that though that I've been with that they just wanted to get like dick down because like anything intimate was weird, and then I asked them and they got like touched or something when they were little or something. So every time you see a girl like that.
Don't look at me when you kiss me.
What you think about the
that's
situation
true.
with R. Kelly? How he got the stuff that happened with him.
Yo, my
You
man,
know what I'm saying?
he let loose.
Yeah.
Certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Anytime I see a girl like that, the intimacy is like that they're like, no, just give me the dick. Like that, something happened when they were young. Something fucked up.
Yeah.
You know they're yeah. Well, I could empathize, you know, like with people, and like sometimes I'll talk to some people, you know, that I talked to this one shorty one time that she been through some shit, and so like when she was like 5, 6, you know, uncle, you know what I'm saying, was out doing fondling and stuff like that. And when she turned like 11, that shit just progressed to the next stage. Like now this dude is like, you know? And I'm like, oh shit, like I'm hearing this and I'm like, yo, I'm fucking feeling it for this girl right now. Like I'm there, like you know, a lot of people see me, they see like I'm a big dude. I could be emotional sometimes. I'm like a
Bear.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like a
But yeah, girl, you know.
So it's like, yeah, you know, and
I think with a woman, when something happens to a woman like that, or a little girl like that, and sometimes that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that's in their mind, because unfortunately, we, as humans, we're always gonna remember the bad shit that's happened to us.
yeah.
So I think if a woman been right before and when they were younger, and then when they get older, you know, they tend to want more sex, is because.
And I think we connect our private area of our genitals with our heart. Like that's the closest thing to our heart. So I think when when someone's in that situation and they're always having sex, they feel like that's a way.
Yeah, like they're being loved.
Yeah.
Being loved. Like they're being very promiscuous.
Because it's not even like, because some girls, they're not even gonna, because I know girls like this, they're not gonna kiss. They don't even want to kiss.
That's exactly.
They don't want to kiss. They just want to feel,
Yeah.
you know. And like she said, because you feel that connection with
Because
your
they
heart.
weren't. I mean, the person who was raping them was not doing
Doing none
those
of that.
acts.
And not saying that,
Or,
you know.
Or they might have. And
True.
that, because
That-
I met a
that
chick,
psychological-
the chick that I met,
Yeah.
that's what it
It
was.
could trick something
That's
out.
what it was. The chick I met,
Yeah.
whoever,
True.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
No,
whoever
it really is fucked up.
molested her like that, trying to be like all soft and all that shit.
Yeah.
So whenever that happened, that would she'll seize up and fuck her up.
Because there is gonna be in a girl like
She
that.
just had to.
Why are you being nice to
Nah,
me?
you have to just.
I know, you're like-
Bro, this chick, bro, I'm telling you, this chick, you have to put in work, dog.
Wow.
Why you going slow? Why you going slow?
That put you in a stretcher, dog. That chick wasn't playing.
No, but it's,
Wow.
yeah,
But
it's
no,
what
real
she said.
talk,
It's
though,
what
is
she
true.
says though. You know, they do feel it from the heart, but there is gonna be. You have to be careful with girls that have had issues like that, because it could be one thing that you do is gonna bring her back to that
Exactly.
moment.
Oh.
That's gonna just
Dang.
fuck it all up.
Dang.
You know, it's gonna be like she might went from loving you to like I can't even see you again. Type shit.
Yo,
Yeah, you can't.
what if you got caught like in a weird ass moment where every fucking motion that you do reminds her of that shit, nigga? Like, you could have been caught in a moment that you just like, or now every time you're stepping or jogging or just fucking,
Or something you
or
do.
just reaching for the grocery, you're just like, you fucking dirty bastard.
Yeah.
I remember. I remember.
But-
Get out of that situation.
Yeah,
dog.
that situation.
That shit can turn into something fucked up.
Psycho
Some
stuff.
You could say he raped her or
She better
something.
leave her. She better leave his ass alone, and he better leave her ass alone.
Yeah.
Cause that's not gonna work.
Yeah, bro.
Somebody gonna kill somebody.
Especially if she hasn't gotten any therapy for it or anything, you know.
Oh.
She's just trying to.
And you
grow
need
up and
therapy
just-
for
yeah.
that.
You need some
There's
therapy.
no way you're gonna tell me you don't need therapy. You need
Mhm.
therapy for that.
Yeah.
All that. Man and woman need all that.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to traumatic situations like that, you need it.
Yeah, and that's amazing feedback we've been getting today, everybody here. And yo, we freaking did another episode, dog.
That was pretty good. I
We
like
did
that.
another motherfucking episode,
That went
man.
by fast, right?
It did.
You
So
know?
quick. Everybody
You know?
thinks it's like,
I
oh,
was
it's
like,
gonna
what
take
time
we
is it?
did.
Goddamn.
We did, yo.
You know,
So,
I work at 8 a.m., you know.
we have any questions in the line?
You know, we work
Everybody
at
that's
8
been
a.m.
keeping up with the podcast.
We-
Yo, I want to give some shout outs, man. I want to give some shout outs and make sure you check these people out. So make sure you go out and check out Sabor al Paladar on Facebook.
I'll do Ray.
My boy Chef Ray with his Cuban food truck, he's holding it down in the Queen City with the authentic flavor of the Cuban cuisine, my dude. He's also official sponsor of the podcast. My man's been throwing it down in the kitchen. My man's whipping it, my dude. So you go out there and check out his Cuban sandwich that he got that on deck. Check out dude.
He's a guy. Food
You
Truck
making me
Friday.
hungry.
Yeah. Sycamore. Food
Yeah.
Truck Friday.
Yes,
Yeah.
check him out every Friday, yo. This Friday coming up, Sycamore Brewery.
Oh, he got the
My boy
Zach
there.
stamp of approval,
Yo,
dog.
El Zacho.
Saying a lot.
Yo, make sure you check him out. Follow him on IG. He'll be posting where he's gonna be out there. And yo, good food for sure, for sure. I also want to give a shout out to my boy Jose. Yo, thanks for holding it down, homie. Big shout out to you. Yo, good looks on everything. Keeping up with the podcast too, giving us insights. My man's doing his thing with his opening his business, doing some moves. And yo, shout out to you.
Shout out to Little.
Yo, for real. And to everybody that's been keeping up with the podcast, guys. You guys been giving us feedback on it. You guys been keeping up with it. Yo, our year has gone by. We've done now our second. This is our second or third episode after our year went by.
It's like the fourth already.
Fourth?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's like our fourth thing. So, and transitioning to the video, I want to give a shout out to the people that make this thing happening, yo.
That's right.
My boys and my girl right here behind the scenes, holding it down. She's been posted in that same freaking awkward ass position for like
So
the
you want? I
whole
wanted to
time.
say for a moment, you want
Yo,
a chair
for
or
the
something?
whole time, son. Like true
Yeah.
trooper. Check her out. Yo, V, give yourself a shout out on the background. Where can they check you out? Where can they look you at? Check her out on IG. It's V. It's V. And cause of her, we got and her man, we was able to get this thing rolling. And this is why you're seeing us right now on the video feedback. Thank you so much.
Another thing too, guys. Leave us a review on iTunes, man. Leave us a review on iTunes. I'll share it, but hey, just leave us a review. Hook it up, 5 stars.
Yeah.
We're really close to getting monetized on iTunes. We're already pretty good. You guys are doing good on like Spotify and all that, but our
Yeah.
iTunes reviews gotta go up, guys.
Yeah.
Hook us up.
I'm on. Yeah, for real. Yo, appreciate for you guys that's been giving us reviews, and hooking y'all boys up, man.
That's right.
Yo, for real, man. Y'all showing us the love, and we received that, and we'll give it back to you, man.
Oh, one more thing, litaccessories.com, LIT accessories.com. If you need any accessories for your phone or anything like that, use the code LIT15. You'll get 15% off. Proud sponsor of El Cypher.
Yo, and our boys are sponsors of the night, www.ourholystyle.com. Check them out on their website. Put El Cypher on the checkout bag, 15 to 25% off on all that cool shit. That they have. Everything. Yo, keep posting, guys. Thanks for liking and sharing.
Guys, thank you so
check
much
us
for
out.
coming.
Of course.
Check us out. We're gonna be coming with some more.
Zacho.
We're gonna be coming with some more. Zacho. Thank you, brother.
Hey, it's been an
Thank
absolute
you,
pleasure,
brother,
as
for coming
always.
out here, being part of this, ladies. Thank you guys for being our guests tonight in this debauchery. I feel smart, man. I learned.
Oh, wow.
I learned that today.
Survey says.
Yeah, 500. 500. Yo, so, damn, that just reminded me of something, man. Damn, that reminded me when I got out of jail, man.
Oh, no. Next time.
We'll go to the next vid.
Yeah.
We'll do it for the next. We'll do that tomorrow.
So, anyways.
Oh, and guys, we're gonna start doing 2 episodes a week now. So we getting on it. We getting on it.
Monday,
for y'all.
Tuesday, showers. So tomorrow we're going to throw another one out.
All right.
Yo, thanks for keeping up. Another
Take care. El Cypher out.
Cheers.
Yo, we're doing cheers out here, guys.
Y'all little teeth.
Y'all are so classy.